Did you know that in Japan, 42% of unmarried men in their 20s have never had a girlfriend? No! Which would mean that most of these men went through things like middle school, high school, and probably even college without ever laying a finger on a girl. Unless you're an anime protagonist that just so happens to be put into a couple practical course at your local high school, in which students have to demonstrate that they have a necessary skill set to live with a partner of the opposite sex, while the school secretly monitors you and everything that you do. Meet Jiruyaku. Well, as Google Translate says it at least. Seeing that I struggle about 10 times trying to pronounce it, we'll just call him Yaku. Yaku is the main character in anime more than a married couple, but not lovers. In which, yes, you heard the title correctly. It's a school in which they teach their students how to live with someone of the opposite sex and do married couple things, but not an official couple. Your mom's a hoe. I feel like I've seen this somewhere. Yaku is an enemy to all men. You see, while he's literally getting some cheats for free, instead of taking advantage of it, he's playing games. So far, Yaku is the basic main character in which he has a crush on his childhood friend, in which he's trying to do everything in his power to confess his burning love to her. However, Yaku gets partnered with someone else named Akari. Now it's weird because this anime seems to not know exactly what it wants her to be. I mean, she looks like someone from My Girlfriend is a Gal, has the attitude of one, and then just instantly goes into senpai mode. Now, Yaku and Akari are both partnered together in their couple course, in which they have to do a couple things to earn points. And these points basically show that they're compatible together. And if they can prove that they are a certain level of compatibility with each other, they can switch partners in the end. Now, at first, they're both against the idea of even doing something like this, seeing that they both have their own love interests, but the idea is pretty good in the long run. Which is really weird to me, because instead of having a long, drawn-out anime of help me, help you, help me type of fall in love, it seems to be coming to a rather fast ending. Seeing that before at the end of the first episode, they already show obvious traits of falling in love for each other, or at least being aware that they can fall in love for each other. Now, although it's pretty obvious that this anime is already similar to existing romance titles out there, I'm still hooked. And no, it's not because of the fact that every outro is basically the intro to a Pornhub video. But honestly, even though it's pretty obvious where some of the inspiration has come from, I'm actually looking forward to who the main character ends up with. I mean, we learned that he liked his crush, didn't get the chance to actually confess to her because of a miscommunication. He thinks she doesn't like him back, but in reality, she also liked him back and didn't get to confess because of a... You guessed it, a miscommunication. And I have to admit, I'm a sucker for romance animes, and this one so far isn't terrible enough for me to drop, so I'll continue watching it, and you should too.